by R2.76 per litre. The department's Robert Make explains that higher oil prices, a weak rand to dollar exchange rate, and a wage increase for forecourt employees all contributed to the price increases.
The minister has also approved the salary increase of the forecourt staff in line with the MIPCO agreement is between 4 to 6%. LP gas is increasing mainly due to higher prices of propane and higher freight costs.
Chief economist at the Bureau for Economic Research at Stellenbosch University, Hugo Pinar, says the unstable oil price and rand-dollar exchange rate isn't a positive sign for consumers.
It is very unlikely that the magnitude of these increases will be reversed in the next several months. So this implies that consumers will, to a large extent, have to fork out for these higher prices in the foreseeable future.
The fuel price increases will come into effect at midnight. A traditional healer who has called or was called to be state witness in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial has told the Pretoria High Court that police pretended to need a consultation when they came to see him. The healer from Palm Ridge gave testimony in the trial against 5 men accused of the football star's murder. Meyiwa was shot while at the home of his celebrity girlfriend Kelly Khumalo in October 2014. The trial resumes today with the first forensic police officer who was called after he was killed, Warrant Officer Thabo Musia, expected back on the witness stand. Modise reports.
It was a disappointing day for the state in the Senzo Meyiwa trial yesterday, as the traditional healer who was called to testify failed to identify any of the accused as the man who consulted with him. Robert Swane told the court that a man named Svia and 2 others came to see him for a cleansing ceremony as they were looking for jobs. But they returned days later needing another cleansing, saying someone had been injured while they were working. He says sometime afterwards, police paid him a visit.
The police that came, and they impersonated themselves as patients or people that needed some consultation. And I told them that I am not examining now. I'm closed.
I'm sure I couldn't fight me.
Then there was an entourage of vehicles that came there in the scene. Then we walked into my house together with the police officers.
Zwane says shortly afterwards, he was handcuffed and taken to the police station. Modise, Eyewitness News, Pretoria.
And in Guinea-Bissau, President Umaro Sissoco Embalo has beefed up his security, alluding to coups happening elsewhere in the African continent. The country has suffered 4 military coups since independence in 1974, with the most recent attempt to overthrow Embalo taking place in February last year. General Thomas Jassy has been named as head of presidential security, while General Horta Inta is appointed as chief of staff for the president. These 2 positions, which exist within government's organizational structure, have not been filled for several decades, but both were sworn in yesterday during a ceremony at the presidential palace. Gold is trading at $1,938.67 an ounce. The rand's at 19.14 to the dollar, 24.17 to the pound, 20.66 to the euro. Brent crude oil is at $89 exactly a barrel.
And in the traffic in Parkmore, we have delays on William Nicol Drive going south from Republic Road going through towards Santon Drive. Speaking of Santon, we have delays on the M1 North if you're leaving Caller Drive going through towards Grayson Drive. Then a bit further north from there towards Midrand, we have delays on the N1 South leaving the N14 going through towards Olifantsfontein Road.
In your sport, upsets at the US Open as Pegula and Jabeur are knocked out. On court at the moment, Zverev and Sinner are tied at 2 sets all. The Proteas women suffer a T20 series defeat to Pakistan, while the Men's Cricket World Cup squad will be announced at 11 this morning. And Formula One driver Carlos Sainz mugged for his watch in Italy.
A fine day in store for Gauteng today. Johannesburg starting at a low of 11 degrees, peaking at 30. Pretoria 14 and 32, Vereniging 12.
Mother Teresa, money that was meant for the poor, even when she was approached to give it back, she would refuse to do so. So he did not think of Mother Teresa as a saint at all. And I just thought that's such an interesting idea to think about. It's also the birthday of the award-winning actor Michael Keaton. He was born on this day in 1951. You'll know him, of course, in films such as Beetlejuice, Batman, Minions, Birdman, Toy Story 3, to name a few. The birthday of Michael Keaton.
702. Up next, the big interview. EWN Traffic.
All right, let's catch up with the roads at exactly 7:15. This Eyewitness News is brought to you by Outsurance. SMS out to 38350 now, and you could save on your car insurance. If you don't, ask them for 500 Rand. I think the big story, of course, is the delays because of those traffic lights at Bears Nadia and Jim Fichet in Randburg.
Indeed, Bongs, and they're causing about a 20-minute delay on Beyers Nadia Drive going south, right through from Asoro Drive going through towards Jim Fichet Drive. I'm also seeing some slow-moving traffic on Jim Fichet Drive if you're driving through from Belter, Freedom Park towards that very same point. It seems like we're dealing with load shedding in the area, Bongs, because also the lights are out as well as at Mulope and Beyers Nadia, as well as at Acer Road and Beyers Nadia Drive. And then looking at Acer Road, I'm seeing faulty traffic lights at Acer Road and Rabi Street, and there are major delays on Acer Road Drive going east if you're driving through from Beyers Nadia Drive going through towards that point. Lights are also out in North Riding at present for Sheer Drive and Malibonga Drive, and there are delays on Malibonga Drive going south from Bayless Drive. And then finally, if you're driving in Clayville, a bit more closer to Midrand, there's been an accident on Olifantsfontein Road going west at Republic Road. This accident rather is causing some delays from Angola Road. And then finally, if you're driving in the Pretoria CBD, I'm still seeing some slow-moving traffic on Iskia Mphahlele Drive going south from the R80, heading through towards Boom Street. More traffic news in about 50 minutes or so.
Did you know it's possible to always get something out of car insurance? It is. With Outsurance, you could be saving on premiums or enjoying legendary customer service. And what about free towing and storage? Well, we asked Outsurance clients, and we'll play their voice notes throughout the day. Start getting something out. SMS out to 38350. Outsurance is a licensed insurer and FSP. T's, C's, and limits apply.
Clement Maniatella.
Weekday mornings.
9 to 12.
9 to 12.
You not providing the information you have to this inquiry, it leaves us with an inquiry now concluding that nothing has happened. Not because nothing has really happened, but because the people who have made the claims and were so convinced that something was loaded there have not come to provide that information.
My interpretation and my advice was their scope was not to include the information that I've got. They were clearly not interested in that information.
Kobus Mare, the DH and the Minister on Defense.
Clemens Maniatella.
9 to 12 on 702.
Buying your first home can be a difficult and scary journey. What if I don't qualify? What if they say I earn too little for a bond? Well, the Department of Human Settlements has your back. Through First Home Finance, government offers you a subsidy when buying your first property. You may qualify if you earn between 3,501 and 22,000 Rand per month. You can buy a new home, an existing home, or a service stand, or even build a home in rural areas. This subsidy can even assist you in paying transfer costs or a deposit. For more info, go to firsthomefinance.co.za. Human Settlements, leaving no one behind in housing the nation.
Outsurance is ready to go all out to try and surprise you with cheaper insurance. You can even ask them to pay you 500 Rand if they can't beat your current premium. Claim free with the same insurer for 3 years. Ask for 1,500 Rand instead. SMS out to 38350. Outsurance is a licensed insurer and FSP. T's and C's apply.
Before you sell your car, be really sure. Before you screaming, be really sure. Before you see them rolling and it feels like your car's been stolen. Before you sell your car, be really sure. Make sure you get the best deal when selling your car. Go to really.co.za. SA's most trusted place to get a second offer.
Celebrate a delicious decade at the 10th DSTV Delicious International Food and Music Festival, powered by Lotto Star. Savor the Heritage Day weekend with an award-winning lineup featuring Maxwell, Shalimar, Ostido, Joyous Celebration, Incognito, Greg the Musical Maestro, Christos, G-Force, and DJ CK. 24 September, Kaalavi Grand Prix Circuit. Book now at ticketmaster.co.za. The DSTV Delicious International Food and Music Festival, powered by Lotto Star and in proud association with 702. More on deliciousfestival.com.
Lotto Star is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18s. National Responsible Gambling Program. 0800